Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6 yards.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Jets.
Throwing is Hurts. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go back to the ground with Johnson. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Monte Nicholson.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
3rd down,
Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 26. 10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. Third down here.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Down at the 17-yard.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And the Jets first down.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 89 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll air this one. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down, New York.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you.
There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson. 70 yards, and the Jets have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this carries into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
even offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wide. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Denzel Mims, 49 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A quick toss outright. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Jets.
Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Johnson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Drop to throw. Got a man. It's Mims. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
For the extra point.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. The 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's got this one completed to Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
7-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, this is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Rosas' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive. This is caught inside the 15. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Jets 38, Ravens 35.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The Jets on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Able to connect with Mims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
1st down, New York.
It's a 20th carry for Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Able to find Willis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route.
Hurts pass.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the 1st down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Dobbins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
3 at the 24-yard line.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Preston Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. The Jets advance to the next round as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.